What's up, guys? It's DJ. Welcome to Gamma Bro Hulk Reviews. Now for your Gamma Dose of the Jade Giant. Today's featured Hulk item is an Avengers 3-pack by the company Monogram, and the review of this Hulk is coming up next. Thanks for joining me today, guys. This is from the company Monogram. They've been around for a very long time, probably 15, 20 years now. They have put out plenty of different Marvel products over the years. A few products I reviewed in the past are a lot of these PVC figures that I'm going to show you today, and a few coin bust banks, and a lot of novelty Marvel items, but they have pumped out a bunch of different Hulks over the years. This particular set is an Avengers 3-pack. Featuring Iron Man, Thor, and Hulk. There are other sets with this same size and same series that just mix and match some of the characters. So some sets you'll have Spider-Man and Cap in there with Iron Man or Thor. They're long sold out, so basically you have to pick them up on the online auction sites for the most part. That's your best bet on trying to find stuff like this. And a lot of times these pieces are just already opened up and you can find the figures sold separately by themselves. And also this particular set came out with blind boxes and individual packages as well for the characters with their images on there and stuff over the years. So it's been re-released several times, but this particular set is the 3-pack, and I'll show you what it looks like right now. So here's the box that encapsulates the figures. It's very, very thick plastic, a lot of open space for light to get through to really highlight the figures on both ends, which is really, really nice. The bottom here again is the Monogram symbol. Hulk, Thor, and Iron Man collector diorama 3-pack sets. Up here we have the Marvel logo and pictures of Iron Man, Thor, and Hulk at the top. And the same pictures, just full size in the back. Really, really nice. I like the artwork. Classic mid-2000s artwork. And this particular artwork really reminds me of the Marvel Avengers cartoon series and their styles. Let's get some measurements. So the box is 5.5 inches tall, 9 inches long, and 3 inches deep. So now we'll focus on the characters. We'll start with Iron Man. Sometimes the faces are hit or miss, and these ones aren't particularly the best. I think the paint is good. I think the paint stayed in the lines. And the sculpting with the column on the bottom here with the broken rock looks good. Him shooting off with his rockets on his feet looks nice. And more of the blast shooting out his hands in both ends. I think that looks pretty cool. But the face is a little like scared looking almost in my opinion, especially in the eyes. Looks a little funny. But I do like the colors. I like the classic Iron Man look. This is definitely not a modern take. This is very much classic Iron Man. I mean, cool sculpt. I do like the dynamic pose. I think that's cool. So sculpting of Iron Man, I'll probably give like a B-. If the face was a little bit better, it would definitely bump it up to a B+, but B- is decent. As for paint, I think it's definitely one of the better parts of these pieces. So I'll give the paint a B+. I think it's really, really good. They stayed in the lines. Really good on the circle here in the middle and in the eyes. Could be some shading, but they kept it pretty classic and straightforward with the paint. Now on to Thor. I think the pose is very cool. I absolutely love the clear PVC plastic for the lightning coming down. Looks really, really nice. Again, this is classic Thor. So we have his classic outfit. More of a rock base here. Him jumping off his left leg. There's Mjolnir right there. For little pieces like this, I think, again, the paint is really good. They painted Mjolnir nice with the browns. No browns on the hands or fingers. So the wristband looks really good. And the classic outfit colors, very, very nice. Stayed in the lines. Again, no shading like Iron Man, so you don't have that going for you. But they kept it clean with the classic colors for all the figures, so it's really not that bad. And again, onto the face. So really good paint on the face. They, did a really, really good job on the eyes for being as small as they are. And from a distance, the faces look fine. But when you get up close, again, it's just, he's like scared or like shocked. He has like a shocked face with those wide eyes. Just kind of strange looking again, like Iron Man. It is going to take it down a little bit of a notch just because of that. I do like the blonde hair. That looks nice. They did a good job on the helmet as well. So for sculpting, Thor by far has the best pose of the three and the most intricacy to him. So I'll give him a B+ on sculpt. The face could be better. If the face was better, I would actually probably put this up into the A- range for sculpt. I think it's good. But I'll keep it at a B+. For paint, again, just like Iron Man, really, really clean and stuff, as I said. So I'll give it a B+ as well for that. I think it's pretty good and probably the best of the three in regards to paint and sculpt. Now on to Hulk. All right, one downside right off the bat is for some reason, Hulk is the shortest of the group. I know he's hunched over and everything, but even if he was stretched out fully, I still think he'd be the shortest of the three. Which Hulk should probably be up into this area right here, so he should be much bigger. That is a downfall, in my opinion. Now again, he has like a brick rock base. You can see the wall kind of breaking through. They should have had some breaking up through his arms and stuff if he was trying to be, crashing through the wall itself. Also, the pose is just a little awkward. I think he's trying to do like a juggernaut pose with his right arm outstretched, trying to break the wall. And him like running. But again, it doesn't really show any momentum. It kind of just shows him hunched over a little bit. So again, just a kind of strange pose. I think Hulk has the weakest pose of the three. And it's probably the weakest figure of this set, if you want my actual opinion. So as for the face, I do think he has the best face of the three. And that's not really saying much. But it's more of a classic Hulk. I can see more of the classic Kirby style in there. His hair is done okay. And they did a really good job in the eyebrows and eyes and the mouth. Just the mouths of these are also kind of strange. Hulk has the only open mouth. You can see a little bit of teeth in there, but it's okay. As for the sculpting on the body, we have decent sculpts on the traps and shoulders. Big bis and tries looks nice. He has big old hands. He could be a little bit more muscular in my opinion, but not bad. I think his legs are very muscular. I do like the purple and green they chose. No paint on the nails or anything, and obviously no wash or different highlights. Again, it's just straight colors, just like the other two. So for sculpt, I'll give this Hulk a B-. I think it's not the greatest. And for paint, I will give this is definitely the most simplistic paint of the three. But they did a good job just like the others, so I'll give this a B for paint. They could have put some highlights in there and stuff, but overall it's okay. So okay sculpt, okay paint. Now for quality, again, I said this box is super thick, super hard plastic, will protect the figures quite easily. This set is pure PVC plastic, decently light. I think the weight of this is probably about maybe 1.5 pounds at most. But good quality plastic, good clamshell inside, so I can't really fault that. As for the figures, pure PVC, these won't break. There might be paint taken off if you bump these around quite a bit, but in the past with some open Monogram stuff that I do have, the paint quality has been pretty good and pretty durable, so this won't break or anything. I'll give the quality of this overall a B+ for the figures and the packaging. Now, does this set have the wow factor? I think it's a pretty average set overall. I think Thor is the highlight of the set, and Hulk is definitely the weakest of the bunch given how small he is and stuff. So if you had this out of the package by himself, it would be a good standalone piece. But with these three, I think the presentation's nice. I think the presence is good. I just think Hulk is the weakest. So as the set itself for wow factor, I'll give it a B+, because the packaging is really nice and the figures together do present a very nice total package. Wow factor for Hulk by himself, I'll give a B-. I think it's a little, less than average overall for the figure, but if you're buying him separately, boxed in the package by himself or with this 3-pack, it's still a pretty decent figure and it's a nice little Hulk collectible to have in your collection. So for wow factor, I will give these three a B+ as well. We'll do one quick 360 on the packaging. So most Monogram stuff, you're going to find it already opened out of package. A lot of these are just ripped apart by kids, and all these figures are floating around from all these different sets. Kind of hard to find them in the box, you know. It is possible. Sometimes they do float around on the online sites. I would say this box set carries a $20 price tag when they're all unopened. I'd probably put them about $10 a piece if they are separated, opened by themselves. And this is a fun little series. So if you never heard of Monogram, now you know. They make fun little PVC figures and a lot of other merch out there. So posters and bus banks and all this different stuff. A lot of times you don't even know that Monogram has made it, but they have tons of Marvel stuff out there. Now, is this a Hulk Smash or pass for the set in general? If you can find the set for $20 unopened, definitely pick it up. That would be a Hulk Smash. And even if you find the Hulk figure floating around by itself out of package on, you know, eBay or Mercari, places like that, definitely pick it up. If you can find it under $10, that's great. And it would be worth it. I wouldn't pay any more. I would give it like a light Hulk Smash. I don't think it's a really heavy one. He might have just cracked the wall instead of busting it down. But it's still something that I would pick up, being the Hulk fan that I am. And I definitely recommend it for that reason. So I hope you enjoyed this box set. And thanks for watching. So please Hulk smash the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and have a wonderful day. So I'll see you when I see you. Peace.
Peace.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.